you go.
Coach, is there anything specific that they did, or was it a matter of your guys just not locking in on whatever the game plan was?
I don't think it was anything too specific. They played well, don't get me wrong. I think it was probably more about us than about them, because every opponent, it seems to be more about us than more about them.
What was the message post-game, knowing that that was kind of the key?
Good news is we play them tomorrow, and the bad news is if we play the same way, we'll lose again. So.
Second quarter, kind of where the game sort of widened, but process-wise, it didn't seem so bad defensively. There were a lot of deflections, 3 shot clock violations.
Yeah.
Do you see the process the same way in that second quarter versus the result?
Yeah, I thought we were flying around pretty well tonight. Defense was okay, except for a few lulls. But yeah, we flew around a bit better than usual. That was a kind of point of emphasis of all 5 guys get involved defensively, and we left the guys on the island too much against College Park, so we wanted to pull in more and fire around. A couple deflections obviously went right back to them, which were kind of backbreakers, but yeah, overall it wasn't terrible.
How about Jeff Dowtin? He played pretty well today. He's been one of the better players on the roster this year. How do you feel about his performance today?
Yeah, he played pretty well. Jeff can score, especially in this league. He needs to not only just be a scorer, he needs to show the Raptors that he can be a playmaker as well and knock down shots. He doesn't need the ball in his hands all the time. He needs to be somebody who, when the ball swings to him, he'll knock down a shot. And then if he creates an advantage, sure, he can go turn it into a bucket in this league, but it's probably more important for his development to then create a bucket for someone else.
You think, Eric, do you think there's an adjustment to obviously changing the venue today, sidelines, things like that, affecting these guys at all?
I think 27% from 3 is not very far from our season average, so no, I don't think so. Didn't hurt Charlotte or Greensboro.
With the crowd, what do you think about that?
The crowd was awesome. Oh man, they're so good. Anytime when we made that bit of a run with the second unit down the stretch, they were awesome. It was so much good energy. So a lot of fun having the kids out, that's for sure.
Was the message different to the second unit compared to the first?
No. Nope. Maybe it was received better.
Justin obviously didn't have the best game. One thing I noticed going into the second half, he huddled everybody in, tried to get a message across. Is it more effective when a player is trying to deliver a message than perhaps a coach? Were you encouraged by even that little show of leadership?
I was encouraged by the leadership. If it was more effective, it didn't show.
Crutcher found his way to the front of the rim a bunch. Is that something you're going to key on tomorrow, knowing that, he kind of, when you guys made runs and kind of tried to trap him, he found his way around whatever was presented to him?
Yeah, I think Crutcher and Kobe and Ashton all got downhill. We got to do a better job on all 3 of them.
Nikhil Augustine, NBA TV Canada. Reggie, was it an energy thing, or where do you think you guys fell short today?
We're just trying to figure it out at this point. We played in some good spurts, some of the best spurts we played for these last games that we lost, making 3 or 4 efforts of possession. We just got to figure it out. We just got to stop letting them get second chance points. Got to stop fouling at the end of the shot clock and just finishing out plays.
Reggie, what do you make of your new role kind of in the post more?
I mean, I feel like it's a good role. I feel like they put me in a good position to succeed. They do a good job of breaking down film. They do a good job developing me and trying to put me in the right position to look well and for the team to play well. So I'm glad I'm in that position.
Andrew Damlin with Raptors Republic. Do you guys see Jalen Crutcher put up his hand like this after every made layup and this after every made layup? Does that sort of fire you guys up for tomorrow night's game at all? You guys talk about that type of thing?
No, we try not to worry about that.
What's it like playing against Ashton?
It's always fun to play against him, joking throughout the game, talking trash throughout the game. So it's always fun to play against Ashton.
Ben Schulman, Raptors Radio. How do you adjust for tomorrow, taking the things you want to learn, but also obviously like the fresh mindset of not wanting to take like negative emotion that's saying.
Yeah, I mean, just you realize it's a back-to-back. It's tough to do. Just worried about the next game. We have a shoot-around tomorrow, so I'm sure we'll make a lot of adjustments throughout that shoot-around. And just focusing on the things that we did wrong. I'm sure we'll go over film before shoot-around. And just trying to improve them. It's a long season. If you guys remember, we started off kind of like this last year too. You know what I'm saying? We finished top in the East. You know what I mean? So it's a long season, growing pains. You're not gonna no team that's great is ever just gonna be great from the beginning, unless the Warriors wasn't even great, but yeah.
Reggie, Matt Cullen, the Raptors broadcast. What did you make of the atmosphere tonight? I know you're no stranger to NBA arenas, but this is a special one. What did you make?
Yeah, I mean, it was a great atmosphere. I didn't really realize how packed it was until I first got subbed out, and I just started looking around. And then when the buzzer went off and those kids were going crazy. So it was a great atmosphere. I was glad to be able to play in front of all the people out here in Toronto, and it was good. It was fun.
Janet Samuel, ATV News. You mentioned adjustments. What, from your view, do you think is the biggest adjustment you guys need to make ahead of tomorrow?
Biggest adjustment is just staying in front of the ball. Staying in front of the ball, closing out possessions, making sure we have each other's back. I feel like we moved the ball pretty well in spurts. We defended pretty well in spurts, just trying to put together quarters, put together 6 minutes, put together 8 minutes is the biggest thing.
Okay, thank you, Reggie. Jeff, you're kind of doing the infamous Alonzo Mourning gif when you're looking at the statue. What's standing up to you?
Just the assist to turnovers. I see we have 21 turnovers, only 22 assists. I think that falls a lot on me, just trying to, move the ball a lot more, get the ball to the second side. We missed a couple of easy layups and wide open shots too, but I think we can get, even more looks. And I think that just starts with me just trying to get guys involved more early.
Was there anything tactical that they did, or was it just a matter of energy, maybe the early start threw you guys off?
No, I think it was all on us. Just, starting off slow, energy, effort, aggressiveness. We just got to come out first quarter firing a lot more energy, playing together a lot more, picking up 94 feet on the defensive end, just playing together.
Coach Khoury was talking about how you're playing great on the ball, creating for guys. How do you feel about your development off ball? How do you work on that off ball development? That's been part of Coach Khoury's, what he hopes to see from you.
As far as I'm concerned, whether I have to, slack cut, set screens for other guys, try to get guys open in other ways, just with, if I were me just being on the ball, just different ways. I think, me being able to, get to the rim and finish, I have a lot more attention on me. So that allows me to, cut, just swing the ball a lot more. Just when guys, focus on me, I think other guys have more opportunities to score. So I'm still, working on that as well, too.
How much of the Showcase Cup factor into your thinking? Are you guys thinking more long term and not really worrying too much about, how that season kind of is coming to its end?
I think right now we're just focusing on the next game at hand and focusing on that, trying to get a win, focus on ourselves internally, figuring out things, and we'll go from there.
Jeff, speaking of that next game tomorrow, you get the same team. What sort of challenges do they present, and how do you address those for tomorrow?
Yeah, I don't think it was a lot of challenge. I think, like I said, it was just more internal with us, figuring out ourselves as a whole, as a team, just coming together as a collective group. So, we're going to watch a lot of film, kind of dissect the game, see how we can get better, as a team on our end. And I think that will help us out a lot in the long run.
Yo, you made appearances in the Raptors during the regular season and then here with the 905? What is separate? What is helping you like separate things mentally? How are you dealing with things mentally between the two?
It's a lot. I'm not going to say that it isn't. It's a challenge. I think for me and this organization as a whole, how things are ran with the Raptors and with the 905 are kind of similar, which makes it a lot easier for me. We kind of have similar schemes, defense, offense, coaching staff. The coaching staff at 905 kind of take things from, the Raptors coaching staff. So it's an easy transition whether I'm up there with those guys or with the 905. So it makes it a lot easier on me.
And then when you have been on other G League teams, other pro teams, what's the difference between those G League teams and this G League team?
I wouldn't say there are a lot of differences. A few G League teams are kind of ran the same. We're just as far as this team, we're just still trying to figure out our niche, figure out how to play together, and figure out guys' comfort spots, how to just win ball games, make sure everybody's on the same page.
What's it like playing with Aswani again?
It's great. It's great. That's my guy. Yeah, we played together in Lakeland. So it's good to have him here.
What was it like playing in front of this crowd today?
It was great. Anytime we can play in front of a crowd here in Scotiabank is amazing. Great opportunity. Wish we would have came up with the win, but like I said, amazing opportunity. The crowd was great. The energy was there. So I'm grateful for that.
There was a play you made in the third quarter when you kicked it out to Reggie to hit like a three off the right wing. It looked like you kind of just pointed him there. You knew exactly where you needed to go and drew two defenders and got him the open shot. If you remember the play, do you remember like what
Absolutely.
you saw that allowed you to manipulate the defense so easily? It really looked like you had full control of them there.
We were just running our normal pitch action, and I think I kind of just kept it, attacked to the elbow, made a spin move, tried to get to the rim, but they collapsed and helped, and Reggie was there, and he was able to knock down the three. But that's just a part of us, figuring out where guys like to catch it in certain spots, and just kind of growing from there and just capitalize on those opportunities.
Yeah, building on that, your development over the season, like how have you felt that you've evolved as a player since joining the 905?
Yeah, I definitely think I've grown tremendously on the court and off the court. Definitely, being with 905 and being with up there with Toronto, just understanding how things are ran within this organization, seeing how we play the game of basketball, and just learning from those older veterans up there too. Taking a lot of things from them. I'm getting a lot of advice that I can bring to 905 and help those guys as well.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.